How the hell you wind up gangbanging, man?
I'm gonna tell you, Pops, he was one of the originators of 190 East Coast, Del Amo. Before it was East Coast though, you know what I mean? Del Amo block. My mama was always in the hood. You feel me? I was born in Martin Luther King Hospital. That's in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So I came straight to the set. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Mind you, my grandmama had 15 kids. So my uncles was all from the set. You know what I mean? So my older cousins older than me was all from the set. Like right now, we're about 30 deep from the set, homie. You know what I mean? So this was already my mama from the set. You know what I mean? Mm. So this was like already like from birth embedded in it. You know what I mean? Like I never got put on, none of that. Like I really was right there, right? You know what I mean? So I go from the set to the block, 118th place, dead end block. They tore down our street in 86, 87. I moved to Santana Block Hood. So I was raised over there, but already Corver was already embedded in me, you know what I mean? So I kept it set like, and all my with me and loved me because as a young at that age, you'd have got turned out. Santana was one of the hardest blocks, hardest hoods in Compton at that time. I kept it Corver though, homie. Like I never switched, transformed, none of that. You know what I mean? Because I was still going back to the hood, though. You know what I mean? Because I still had family in the hood. Because, you know, we right up the street 5 minutes away. But at the end of the day, it was like, you know, when my pops died, 6 years ago, homie. And on his deathbed, I'm going to show you too still, like, you know what I mean? He told me, son, get it right. Whoa, mind you. I done been from all the jailhouses, you know, streets, and with real homie. When you been in the street, you know who is who. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I was just having a conversation with another Eiht, one of the Eiht in my line. Eiht used to pull up late night. Eiht had a 96 SS in 96. We was on 49th and what was that, Long Beach Boulevard, dog, at his homeboy house. You know what I mean? Eiht used to pull up. I remember when Eiht used to pull up on Rose and the Cuddy with the with the Euro on the motherfucker. On the D, on my mama though, Eiht was one of the first rappers that I really seen, like, still one of them pulling up in hoods and doing all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Then you seen it like Glasses and them and, you know, the younger rappers now. You see the younger rappers, they like intertwine more with they sections and they hoods like Nipsey, OT, Genesis, AD and them. You know what I mean? But in the 90s, Eiht was like, you know, a lot of I saw him, but not in no hoods. I literally seen Eiht pulling up like this.
Well, if you remember, as far as gangster rap back then, him and Quick was really the first rappers that people identified as a blood in the Crip. They always kind of like off the porch first, you know what I mean? Definitely. Like, okay, MCA from Trag New, Quick from Treetop. They was kind of like the first off, even before Snoop was, before
we had real Compton beef shit. And it wasn't behind records. It was behind because it was affiliated. That's what it was from the jump.
That's what it was at the time because, you know, Crawford High C, me and him related. A lot of people don't know that. That's, you know, family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On Louisiana side. And so I was around High C back then, but I was playing ball and stuff, so I never got intertwined, but it was kind of like some serious stuff. They, you know what I'm saying? Right. It was a serious situation.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Real shit. And Eiht, I done been with Eiht numerous of times, like on no, Eiht never was on no Hollywood, you know, it's Compton Crip, nigga, you know what I mean? We used to be on 49th over there, it was like about 10 Compton hoods, cuz, at my line, cuz. It was just nothing but gutter niggas, cuz. On my mama, Eiht used to pull up when I just asked him about Richie Rich.
Getting that money.
Getting that money, on my mama, getting that money. You look, when I was just asking about Richie Rich, he was the first I saw with cuz had a Taurus wagon with the TV in it. Used to have pornos on all the time. My
Rich.
On my mama, look.
Rich.
On the set. Eiht had the 96 SS in 96. What was that? 90, that was 96.
95, 96.
95, 96. But Eiht had a colors before that on the Daytons and all that, pulling up and all that. My like, you know what I mean?
But I just knew besides rapping, where I started from. So even though I was making records, that didn't take a hold of me. I still wanted to be on the block every day.
No, you was, cuz. But to us, to that didn't know, we watching you on the box, cuz.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you think I think I was about 12, 13 or something like, what you think a young looking like, damn, this cuz I just seen on the box, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this on TV daily, like, you know what I mean? Count the most one time, gaffle them up, the duck sick.
You born and bred in the neighborhood on that type of aspect, like you just been there all your life. You don't see a lot of outside of that until somebody wake you up. Like Pops told you, it's time to get your together.
Real shit.
You know me?
And that's one thing.
You wasn't even looking at yourself as no star though.
Hell no.
That's no celebrity though.
No, man. I was looking at myself like one of y'all.
Yeah, okay, you was. Cause I was right there, young watching. Like, you probably don't even remember all the shit, but we young like, cuz, this MCA, cuz, like, we looking up to cuz on some, you know what I mean?
And Bob, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show, man, was because you younger than us, right?
Yeah.
You younger than all of us up there. I see the way you are with them little cats, right?
Yeah.
And the thing I like about you, it ain't never been about who was a blood, who was the Mexican homie, who was the, you know what I'm saying, this and that. You was just 100 with everybody, and you broke up a lot of stuff that ain't, what's understood, don't need to be talked about. You don't have your hand in a whole bunch of stuff out here, man. What pushed you to that agenda, man? Because, like, even though you let it be known where you from, right? You are where you from, but you push that positive thing too, man. Is it something like, what's behind that?
My father, homie. My father was a Black Panther, like, you know what I mean? My father was with Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, I don't think Fred Hampton, but, all that time, though. That time. You know what I mean? Like, I know a whole lot of them, bro. Like, I did security for Geronimo Pratt, homie, in 95 when he got out the pen, dog, in Oakland. You know what I mean? Me and my homie Baby Ant, me and my homie sitting on the yard right now, though. Hey, but it was like, homie, I always knew, like, it's really some bullshit. But when you start going to jail and start meeting other, you be like, damn, this be my best homie. If he wasn't a red rag, I wasn't a blue rag. You know what I mean? Like, cause y'all, we so tight knit with each other, or we probably sellies, we probably this, that, and then once you get to talking to it, you be like, damn, this cool as a motherfucker. Cuz feel the same way though. But you like, damn though, like, we still enemies though. You know what I mean? But then when you break it down, homie, and be your own man, you look at it like, dog, this my enemy. Like, I don't hate this. I don't hate it. You know what I mean? So now you tricking yourself, homie. You fooling yourself if you playing a sucker role, my like any tell you right now, homie, if Bob ever with him by himself, I'm gonna with you if it's 100 car parks with me. If it's 100 Compton Chris with me, you straight when you see me. You know what I mean? If I with you like that, bro, you straight when you see me. You know what I mean? My father was always against that, bro. You know what I mean? He was always against blacks, genocide each other, me, whoever it was, my like all my homies know my pops was like the coolest ever in the world. He used to preach to all of us, my but at that time, I didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? A was still moving, we doing what we do, my like it is what it is. Because for one, homie, it don't even be the hate. When it come into personal shit, it's like, cuz busting on me, getting off on me every time he see me. Now it ain't even about the hood. Now it's personal shit because every time I see you, you get at me. Now I'm finna get at you. Nigga, every time you see me, you want to squad, we finna do that. Especially if you turned up. And then, like, a lot of homies had it bad, but a lot of homies had it good. Like me, like, I never really got rushed. And I done got rushed a few times, but it was all in, the action. Like, I never got f***ed over like that. You feel me? Like, I never was one of them always took the bad. You know what I mean? We always made it look good, man. Like, I knew how to squab. I knew how to do it all. You feel what I'm saying? So I was one of the that knew how to make it do what it do. So I ain't one of them that got pushed over. You feel what I'm saying? My father used to always get mad at me and say, man, my name Randy, man. He'd say, Randy, why you always fucking stupider than you, dumber than you? In my mind, I'm trying to tell him, Pops, I'm the one starting this shit. You know what I mean? But I can't tell cuz that is my daddy. You know what I mean? Like, and probably should be on my ass, my nigga. But at the end of the day, it was still like, you know, once you wake up, homie, and you see, like, these, we all do the same shit, homie. We all go to the same stores. We all go to the same gas. Compton ain't nothing but this small. It's big, but it ain't nothing but this small, homie. If you a real street, you gonna know all your enemy. You gonna know who's putting in the work. You gonna know who doing this, who doing that. Who we all gonna, because we that little, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we gonna all know who is who, what is what. If you in the street like that, you know what I mean? A lot of act like I be seeing a whole lot of homie. We can pull their skirts up, but I ain't into that. You know what I mean? Like, you wasn't out there like that. You wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, where was you at? In
this era that we in social media, where if a pick up a phone and say something, it's fact. A could pick up a phone tonight and go in there and say, man, I just knocked Eiht, Steele, and James out all in one swing. Put up there to have 2 million views by the morning and be believing it.
That's because most the hype.
Yeah, gone. Yeah.
That's the hype, bro. You know what I mean? Like we was talking about outside, homie. If I say, oh, Steele's a snitch, Steele's a bitch, ooh, people just gonna come over there to just see what I'm really talking about. It could be bull. I can say Max Payne. Ain't no Max will whoop a nigga ass and all that shit, right? I can say Max, that is homosexual, he this, that, this. People do it for the clickbait, bro. They do it for the views, and they do it for the listeners, they do it for the, you feel me? They know this shit ain't real, they know this shit ain't true. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of these, you know what, homie? Like I said, them Chicago little rappers, them really get with it, dog. They really get with it. You disrespect this shit, you dead probably in the next 4-5 days, but you done put a video
they don't
up
play.
And all that shit. Yeah, but that's the clickbait of the internet, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's the clickbait of you trying to get views and you trying to do that type shit. Like you say, like I told you, Slick, I don't never do this shit for no views. I don't ever post this shit, man. I don't ever do none of that shit, my nigga. You see me posting with 10 Crips, 10 Blood, but I'm just showing you can still be who you are.
Yeah.
And still, you feel me? Like, all my little, I'm tapped in really in the street with the real killers. And this is why I used to tell my pops back in the day, y'all get these G's. These niggas ain't put in no work 25, 30 years. You gotta go with the killers if you want to stop killing.
Right.
You feel me? If you want to stop whatever you doing, you gotta with the that's doing it. You can't with half of these ain't even respected no more. Don't respect G homies no more. Half of these are smoking or this bitch or whatever the they did. So the little homies looking at them like, you boo boo. You only as good as your last episode. You understand what I'm saying? Or they see a big homie that, you know, stand about his business, stand consistent, stand doing what he doing, looking good still. You feel me? They gonna respect that, homie. You know what I mean? You got to realize money is power. A lot of homie can have money, and you talking to a that ain't never tasted steak, so he don't know what a steak tastes like. So you feeding this pork chops, you know what I mean? He gonna run with you. He gonna do whatever it takes just to with you, dog. He gonna kill a for nothing, just to hang with you.
Yeah, that's real. And you
feel
know,
what I'm saying?
And you know a bunch of rappers, right?
Yeah.
Not to put. Do you ever trip up? Because I'm finding out that certain dudes from out of state is from different neighborhoods out here, and I be like, such from over there. Like, how did that even happen?
I'm glad you said that, right? Because I'm not finna put it on thick like it's finna, but the danger coming back. So you better tap in with real niggas, dog. You understand what I'm saying? When tap in don't mean nothing wrong. You know what I mean? When I go places right now, I'm not a rapper. I'm gonna tap in with my niggas on the streets out there. Like, bro, I'm in your town, my nigga. You know what I mean? Where you pull up? You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I'm riding with some real niggas, homie. You feel me? And this coming back right now, like what these don't know. You know, it's a lot of got real circles around here, homie. And them don't know because a lot of these really is bitch ass. They keep it 100, bro. A lot of these y'all pay to claim hoods and do all that. You ain't that, but y'all off our youth. You know what I mean? Like back in our day, homie, these niggas, Eiht and them taught us how to sell drugs and get, but not Eiht, but we was talking how to get paid off the. Now y'all teaching the young niggas how to their life off the shit.
Right.
Go drink some lean, go pop some purge, go snort some pot, go do some crit. Like, dog, y'all don't know how much effect y'all got on the youth, my nigga.